this year.
It was so exciting last month whenever they announced that he was coming back to the team, and then a couple of weeks ago or last week when they said, by the way, he's going to get the ball for opening day. It just feels right to have Zach Greinke on the mound for this opening day. In case you've forgotten, let's talk a little bit about the history of Zach with the Royals. He was selected with the 6th overall pick in the draft 20 years ago, which is wild. He made his first appearance with the team May of 2004. He made 24 starts that first season. He spent 7 seasons with the big club, and the highlight of that time, of course, 2009, when he won the Cy Young Award, the last Royals pitcher to do that as the best pitcher in the American League. That year even featured on the cover of Sports Illustrated in early 2009. They called him the best pitcher in baseball, and he held up to that title throughout that year. Now, Greinke, of course, has always been an interesting figure in sports, not just for his pitching style, but his demeanor, too. We went digging into some old video that we're showing you here of his first time with the team. He's famous for having moments in the dugout or press conferences that are different from what we normally expect from a professional player. One of the most well-known stories, too, of his career came in 2006, when his struggles with social anxiety, depression, became known. He actually left spring training that season with the team, and then considered leaving baseball altogether. That season, he only made 3 appearances, all out of the bullpen for the Royals. Now, I spoke to Dr. Andrew Jacobs. He's a renowned sports psychologist who works here in Kansas City. He's actually worked for the Royals multiple times in the last 30 years, including that first time that Greinke was on the roster more than a decade ago. I talked to him about how the opinions surrounding mental health in sports specifically have really changed since Greinke's struggles became public more than a decade ago.
Back when this first came out, well, here's this guy supposed to be so great. What's wrong with him? Why would he walk away? Because people don't understand, I think, the pressures and demands. Really, Taylor, I'd say the last 5 to 8 years, the mental aspect of sports has exploded in terms of its importance. Most professional sports teams now have some kind of psychological professional involved, whether it's a psychologist or whatever. Athletes sharing their personal issues and problems has opened up a lot of people's minds to realizing, hey, they're not any different than me.
And Dr. Jacobs actually, whenever I was talking to him, cited last year with Simone Biles and her announcement during the Olympics. It was just the latest example. And the reaction to that, of course, was not 100% positive, but there was a lot of positivity in response to what she did in that announcement. And people are, to his point, becoming more aware now of the people that they're watching when they watch